I'm going to share with you what I paid to get my hormones checked. And I paid out of pocket, although I do have traditional insurance. I went with an integrative OBGYN because with our typical insurance, there's some caps or stipulations on what we can request and what they're willing to do and pay for with the insurance. Therefore, I went to an integrative physician and I knew what it was going to cost before. So I put my dollars to the side for that. The reason why I got my hormones checked, which I recommend, especially if you are a woman over 45 and you are entering the perimenopause, menopause phase, because there's all these wacky symptoms that go along with that. And I really just wanted to know what is going on because I had the following symptoms. I would get heart palpitations, also just anxiousness. And because of the anxiousness, I would have fear. And then my blood pressure would shoot up sky high. So my body not being able to adapt to stress like it used to is one of those signs of a hormonal imbalance. So I went and got them checked. And I'm going to tell you how much it cost, but let me tell you what I received for that. I met with the doctor and I did it over Zoom. We had an initial intake meeting and then she requested my lab. So I had my thyroid, my adrenals, my cortisol, estrogen, testosterone, and progesterone checked. So she checked all of those. And then we met to review the results. I got the results, but I, with the Dutch test, the Dutch plus test is what was the test that I taken. It's saliva, it's urine, and then there was some blood involved. The results are not easy to read if that's not what you do. And so in knowing that, she was able to see my hormones dancing and make a recommendation. And what I loved and what I appreciated, and I am willing to and was ready to, if necessary, take some hormone creams or some therapies, but that is not what I was offered at this point. I'm taking some adaptogen herbs to help with my body responding to stress. I'm also taking a supplement called maca root, which helps for hormones. And then I'm taking some direct nutritional therapies, which deals with seeds, which sounds crazy, but it's flaxseed, pumpkin seed, sunflower seed, and sesame seed. And I'm using those seeds in a certain way throughout the month. And it has helped a lot. So how much did I pay? Oh, so did I tell you all of that? So I have the doctor and we meet 3 times. Also, she recommended the hormonal support. She also recommended that I do a detox of my gut, which I agree with. And it is something that I will do. And it's something that I think that I should do once a year. So the actual appointment, so let me give you the numbers, the actual cost or the package, which included all the tests and the 3 meetings with the doctor, was $1,300. Now, some of you might clutch your pearls and fall down and say, "Oh my gosh, that's too much." Some of you may be like, "Oh, that's cool. That works for me." But that is what I paid. Also, though, that was the test and the meeting with the doctor, but then I needed some ancillary supplements and the gut detox. So over and above that, I would say it was probably an additional $300 for the detox kit and some digestive enzymes and some things that I purchased thereafter. And 2 of the supplements I know that I'm going to continue to take because I need support with this anxiousness and just helping my body calm down. And I will do that. And I noticed that I am not as I don't take as many naps. And then my anxiousness was under control for a while. And I have white coat syndrome. So whenever I go to the doctor, if I go into the office or I think I'm going to go, I just have a freak out moment. So that I had to do that for my regular insurance, going to do my yearly checkups. And then that just threw my body into a tailspin. So right now it's been a couple of weeks. My body is still anxious. I'm trying to get those herbs to bring me back to where I was comfortable, because prior to meeting the doctor, I had all this angst, met with her, did what she said. I was doing really well. And then I had an event or an episode that just set me back. So I'm working on that. But that's the answer. It was 1,300 plus the supplementations and the gut detox that I needed. And I feel like it was worth it because I needed to know, I wanted to know and what was going on with my body. And I just feel empowered because I know what to do. And I think either we decide to pay out of pocket, because to my understanding, your traditional doctor is not going to do this deep dive. But it's also frustrating because you're like, well, I'm paying for insurance. Why do I have to pay additional? You do not have to. It depends on what you want. And I wanted that. And I knew I wanted that. I knew ahead of time what the investment was for myself. So I put those coins to the side so that I could do that. But I also know that I'm worth it. Like, I need to know what's going on so I can mitigate and do what I need to do so I could be good and feel good. And I know, because I often talk to some of you or some people that are in the necessary nutrition community, and there's this hesitation because you're like, I don't want to spend this money. What if it doesn't work? Or what if it's a waste, or whatever the case may be? For me, I reconciled that. I just reconciled it was something I needed to do. Can you find someone else to do it for less? Probably. I chose a renowned, highly educated person that I was comfortable with, and that's what I did. And I'm sure there are others that will do it for you. Or actually, I know there are others that will do the Dutch test for you. You can find someone else to do it for less that are not OBGYNs. I wanted that. So that was my choice. But that's how much I paid. If you have any questions or any comments, let me know. I have my last meeting with the doctor after I do the gut detox, and then we'll see where we go from there. My plan is to do this every couple of years just to see what my hormones are doing, because I just want to get ahead of this and mitigate it. And I also want to say this, those of you who have done all the things, right? You're eating well, you're exercising, you're taking all the supplements, the omegas, the vitamin D, the magnesium, and you still have these symptoms or you have brain fog and you can't get over that. The next step is to get the hormones checked so you can make some changes with that. Food first, supplements, and then some lifestyle changes, and then get the hormones checked so you really can address that. So that's all. I don't even know if I introduced myself. I'm Robin. I'm a nutritionist, creator of Necessary Nutrition Vitamin D. And then I also have a community where we're all women over 40. I'm 50 now. And we're just all there trying to be our best self. I work with you or the community on the nutrition side. And then I introduce you to other experts. I'm an expert in food and nutrition. And so I bring in the experts that can help us otherwise. All right. That's all. Eat well, think well, and be well. If you have any questions, put them down below, and I'll make sure that I answer them for you. And it's always helpful with YouTube. If you like the video, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'm always pumping out good information at least once a week. And there we are. Take care.